Remove the rubber grommet by prying up with a screwdriver. Underneath we have a flat plate with the divot going down. Then two springs, one inside, one outside. The divot actually fits down inside that spring. Pry up on that with a screwdriver so you can raise the clutch arm up high enough to get the two plastic pieces off. These are two pieces that break in half and have a hole down the middle, which is on the clutch arm. The raised up portion goes up. Place a 6-inch, 1/4-inch extension in the vise and tighten down the vise jaws. Make sure that the ball has been removed and set the hole down on top. Notice that when I'm holding the clutch arm down with one finger, you can see the indexing portion the way the Bendix is made, so that it indexes a little bit as it goes into the flywheel. Holding the Bendix up with the lever arm on the bottom, set a 15mm socket on the top and tap it down with a hammer to get the retaining collar off the snap ring. For the next step, we need a pointed right angle tool shaped to a point, common for windshield grommet removal, and a pocket screwdriver. Use the windshield removal tool to get underneath the snap ring and start prying it up. Then use the pocket screwdriver to get underneath it and walk it off in a circular motion. So here we have the retainer cup and the retainer ring. The gear comes off. There's a spring underneath. And the nose cone comes off. You'll see the two horseshoe clips down by the gear housing. Then on the other side, you'll see a slot for a screwdriver. Wedge a screwdriver in there and pry up. You'll see the small peg for the male and female parts where they fit together as a unit. There's an interlocking system on the Bendix. Once you get it to the right position, it'll lock, and turn it a little bit clockwise or counterclockwise, and it comes right off. There's lock, just a little bit of a turn one way or the other, and it comes right apart. Then you put the new Bendix on. Put the new Bendix on and try it until it locks. Then take the two horseshoes and drive them back on with a 1/4-inch extension and a hammer. There's a bearing down inside the drive-in housing. Put the housing in the vise. Stick a screwdriver down in to the edge of the inside race of the bearing and push the seal back out of the way so that when you drive the bearing out, you're not hitting on the seal. Work in 180-degree increments. You can also use a 1/2-inch socket set down through the hole so that it clears the hole on the aluminum but sets on the inside race of the bearing. Put the drive-in housing in an oven and heat it at 300 degrees for approximately 20 minutes. Put the new bearing in a freezer for that amount of time, 20 minutes. Then select the largest socket from your toolbox so when you drop